Mirad aquí la cantidad de mujeres que hay, es impresionante.
Un palo que...
Those look amazing. 3 horas que me han costado $48. No, we need to go. Do you have a room available?
I can drive.
Drive. 20 mujeres muy atractivas, muy jóvenes. Hello.
Give me the money. Just give me the money and I'll let you go.
Hay coches de hecho de alta gama y llenos de mierda.
Key's broken, jaw's broken, things
Wow.
like that.
How much is for a
For us?
Yeah.
Infested fucking...
Es simpática, ¿eh? La amiga me hace reír. Me encuentro en Orlando, Florida, en el parque temático más mágico y más famoso de todo el mundo. Estoy hablando de Disney World. Obviamente aquí hay diversión para las familias y hay prácticamente de todo, desde dinosaurios hasta un volcán restaurante, barcos. ¿Cuánto nos encantan las diversiones para las familias? Muy poco, no nos importa absolutamente nada. En este episodio vamos a descubrir algo muchísimo más turbio, algo que pasa a tan solo 10-15 minutos a las afueras de este parque de atracción. Estoy hablando de moteles con neones, moteles a horas, moteles con jacuzzi, ya me vais entendiendo, ¿no? De hecho, he descubierto que hay una cadena en toda Florida de moteles que se dedican justo a eso, y sabemos que esta tipología de diversión muchas veces está asociada con abuso de sustancias, criminalidad, historias humanas terribles. Le tengo muchísimas ganas, no sé qué va a pasar. Intentaré obviamente entrar, grabar lo máximo posible, intentar escuchar algunas de estas historias, a ver si me lo permiten, a ver si salgo todo de una pieza. Gana no me falta, let's go. Chicos, antes de meternos en la acción, os quiero recordar algo súper importante. Este video, como todos los videos de mi canal, lo podéis escuchar tanto en idioma original. ¿Qué quiere decir idioma original? Quiere decir que lo vais a escuchar exactamente como lo he grabado. Yo hablando en español a cámara, una chica estadounidense, por ejemplo, hablando en inglés, otro chico gritándome en su dialecto. Así es idioma original, pero también lo podéis escuchar doblados, todo doblado, por ejemplo, al español. Entonces la chica que me habla en inglés la vais a escuchar doblada al español. Obviamente, si queréis, podéis escucharlo todo doblado al italiano, al portugués, al inglés. Es muy sencillo de activar. Solo tenéis que ir a ajuste de video, pista de audio, y ahí elegís. Lo que se llama español original es lo que he comentado, simplemente como lo he grabado, la manera original. Y todos los demás son los idiomas: español de España, inglés, italiano y portugués. Bueno, hacer este episodio solo sería imposible, sería demasiado sospechoso, entonces he invitado a Apri, que es una chica que he encontrado ayer, sufre de alcoholismo. No ve la calle, pero ha tenido una vida
Did you see that
muy
dude?
complicada. Which one?
He was standing behind the bush recording me over there.
Really? Why?
I don't know. He probably thought I was trying to do something stupid.
No.
He probably thought I was going to try to get high or some shit.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you? Can't
So-
take anything with you when you die. Have fun while you're here. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. You can't take none of it.
But wait, for me, what you guys do most of the times is not fun at all. You know, like getting that fucked
it's not
up.
what
You know,
do.
lose your
It's
stuff.
not what you do. It's how
Fight
you
every
do
day.
it. Yes,
It's
there
not
is
fun.
but there's
It's not
but,
fun.
But wait, there's
Fun is having a beautiful
I
car,
understand
go on
that.
holidays. You know?
I love that too. That is absolutely
Yeah.
ecstatic fun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's the bad parts of it. I'm telling you, like, the consequences of, you know, the things that I choose to do and the bad decisions that I make.
Yeah.
Sometimes are not the greatest. Like, I have to pick up those pieces. I made those choices. I chose to fucking put 3 Xanax in my mouth, and now I am paying the price for it.
Let's talk about the Motel X. Why you know this place? You used to go there to make some money.
When I first came to Miami, I have been going there for 17 years now.
Wow. Fuck, you're a resident over there.
I got an idea.
Yeah.
I could drive.
Drive.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
Come on.
No.
Do not show me laughing
No.
with a big open mouth on camera. Like, you gotta, like, blur out my teeth or some
Okay,
shit.
okay,
And then do
okay.
something for me, bro.
What? What happened to your teeth? Explain me.
A lot of things happened.
Yeah.
It was like a snowball effect, actually. I
Okay.
mean,
But it's pretty common, no?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I mean, a lot of people on
yes,
the streets.
I had a lot of issues anyway from being abused. I was, teeth broken, jaws broken, things
Wow.
like that. I have a really, really long history, a really traumatic history of living life like this. When I first got into prostitution, I was with a real
It was your
deal pimp.
boyfriend.
No, I was with a pimp in
Okay.
Chicago.
But in a relationship as well, or just working
no,
together?
I was with a pimp that had like
A lot of power, a lot
eight
of girls.
girls living in a condo. We had to make a certain amount of money every time that we went to work, or we couldn't come home.
Like, how much is the minimum?
Well, I had a quota of $500 a night. Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. I had to bring 1,500 or I couldn't call.
That's a lot of clients.
And that was about 3 hours maybe working.
Creo que esta chica es la adecuada para este tipo de episodio porque aparte de haberse dedicado, como nos está explicando, al mundo de la prostitución muchísimos años, es también una persona que consumen, y la mayoría en realidad de chicas que se dedican a este mundo, siendo tan duro, siendo tan asqueroso, pues necesitan utilizar esta sustancia, yo creo, para evadir un poquito, ¿no?, de todo este sufrimiento. Me ha dicho, párate aquí, estamos en el centro de Miami, en Overtown, donde se concentran, de hecho, la mayoría de personas que consumen, y sabemos que donde están las personas que consumen también están las personas que venden, y me ha dicho, párate un segundo que voy a comprar. Yo aquí he grabado mucho para hacer otro episodio. El coche es muy reconocible porque es un Dodge Challenger verde. Creo que hay uno en Miami, literal. Entonces la estoy esperando aquí para no arriesgarme. Ahora, cuando vuelve, ya vamos ahora sí al motel de la perdición. Hello. Okay.
What?
Fiera.
¿Tú tienes dos? You got both?
Yeah,
You got fatty?
a little bit of fatty.
You do?
Yeah. If not, I can go around the corner and get you some.
Okay,
fatty.
I'll talk to you in a little bit, okay?
Okay. You.
We check in and then we talk to you.
Hold on a minute. Okay, yeah. My name's Wilkerson. They might be the police.
Nah.
Yeah, I ain't never seen no shit like this ever.
You have a room available? I don't know how much you have. 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours?
hours.
How much is the price?
48.
48. Okay.
14.
Thank you.
Don't want it. Get this number. I don't have a phone. I need this number. Okay, what's your number?
My number is 954.
Ya estamos dentro. Lo habéis visto justo al lado de la garita donde pagas para poder, bueno, alquilar la habitación. Hay un chico que es un camello, básicamente. Lo único que hace es dedicarse a vender sustancia a los clientes que vienen aquí. Sabemos muy bien que este tipo de diversión, esta lujuria, está casi siempre asociada a algún tipo de sustancia, que sea el alcohol, que sean otras que no puedo nombrar, pero lo entendemos. O cosas más fuertes. Si la necesitáis, el señor está ahí. Vemos una habitación súper sencilla, olor a marihuana brutal. It smells like marihuana.
Like straight loud.
Aquí podemos ver no sé, esta foto, un poco cutre, la verdad, en plan de dos que se están besando, no sé, no aporta mucho. El condicionador todo quemado, un televisor que está desencajado de su marco y lleno de mierda.
Yeah, you have to get a remote from the front, baby.
Wow, mira aquí. No creo que obviamente nadie viene aquí y se preocupa de la limpieza del televisor, pero tiene como una pátina, no sé si lo podéis ver aquí encima, verdaderamente es asquerosa. Este es el minibar
nos ha dado en absoluto la peor habitación. Yo creo que estamos al final de todo. La entrada es brutal porque está lleno de chicas ahí, obviamente vestidas de una manera muy provocante, muy sexy.
I've never seen no shit like that out there. Like, that scared me. I was like, what the f***?
Aquí otra nevera tirada así mega
And I've
random.
come here a lot.
A lot.
I've never seen no girls
Never.
like that at their doors advertising. That's illegal in Miami.
Mira esto. They use this stuff a
Oh,
lot.
that's a f*** chair.
Yeah.
That's the fuck chair, and it is worn the fuck out, bro.
That's pretty
I
simple
do
to
not want to
explain.
sit on that. I would never sit on that and know if
No.
my life depended on it. That is like a syphilis, herpes, fucking HIV infested fucking.
Es simpática, ¿eh? La amiga me hace reír. Pero sí, dice mejor no tocarlo porque igual te viene alguna enfermedad a la mano. Un espejo más sucio
Oh my
no
God,
se ve
look
nada.
how dirty it
Oh,
is in
dirty.
here.
Sí, sí, no, da. Bueno,
That's why it's so cheap.
os lo juro, chicos, que se ve súper limpia la cámara, da asco.
It used to be so nice in here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And it's pretty cold. I mean, hace frío. Una ducha bien grande y aquí un baño. Da ganas de tocar puertas. Está todo sucio, todo. A ver, esto dice sanitized, pero hay un c ahí metido. Te dan aquí 2 toallitas y poco más. Esto es como es por dentro, pero lo interesante es lo que hay afuera. Detalle que me he olvidado, aquí hay un palo para hacer... un palo
You're
que
gonna bust your ass on
Sí.
that bitch.
no sé cuánto se ha utilizado,
Hey,
pero...
help me get up there, and when I'm spinning down, maybe it'll fall and it'll get me.
You know how to do something?
Yes, but I'm
Yeah?
not anymore. Not anymore.
Not anymore. Ahora me vuelvo a poner las cámaras escondidas y volvemos afuera a dar un paseíto, ver si podemos hablar con una chica, vamos a comprar una cervecita. Vamos a aparecer 2 clientes normales que pasan aquí 3 horas. 3 horas que me han costado $48.
3 hours, it's $48. You're inside, you're safe. There's no cops gonna bust in on you. You're good.
Estoy de acuerdo con ella. Por $48, 3 horas
It is
en Miami.
literally-
Está bien. Aquí está eso quemado, pero es una cama.
The sheets are clean. I'll give them that. The sheets are clean.
Yeah, that's good.
And the bed is
And-
comfortable.
Es muy grande, los cojines no sirven para nada, pero porque nadie viene aquí a dormir, así que bien. Yo le doy un 6 se lo merece. Está todo podrido por aquí, por allá. La puerta,
This
vemos
place
qué
used to
condiciones
have
están.
like,
Sí, sí,
I'm
sí,
talking
sí,
about
sí.
disco lights all over. I know you can get those rooms. Like we
Yeah.
could go to the front and tell them we want a jacuzzi room,
Yeah.
and they have rooms with the jacuzzi tub in it, the lights everywhere,
Okay.
the nice chairs and all that shit.
Okay.
We got the cheapest fucking possible
Yeah.
room.
Si tenéis poco capital, esta es la mejor opción, yo creo. ¿Lo veis cómo es la estructura? Son muchísimas habitaciones, cada una con su coche delante, y hablamos de casi 80 habitaciones. Es un negocio importante. De hecho, ahí hay una chica hablando con un cliente. Tiene un toque tropical, pero cutrillo al mismo tiempo, con estas luces así LED. Vienen chicas, hay coches de hecho de alta gama. Mira este coche, that's a pretty expensive one, ¿eh?
Yeah, that's a nice one. That's a C-class, I think.
Mira, un Maserati. La chica ahí comiendo. That's totally illegal, ¿eh? Illegal stuff. Aquí también hay sin techos delante. Es todo el ambiente un poco turbio, un poco miedo. Ya la policía. Esta es la gasolinera donde vienen, lo veis, la prostituta a comprar bebidas y está literalmente, la veis, la luz es allá rosa a 50 metros del motel. What's your drink of choice normally? Beer, wine,
211 beer.
211 beer.
Yeah, but the
That's what you like to-
strawberry. The strawberry. So they don't have that one.
The flavor one. One of these and one of these.
One of these?
Yes,
The
please.
purple one's good
Yeah.
too. I was to the purple one,
Yeah?
and then they brought the strawberry one out, and it was a wrap.
Thank you. Hay otro chico aquí. Those look amazing.
Are you working? Yeah. You do doubles?
Not really.
You don't.
No.
You really do.
Sweetheart? Oh, no, I don't.
All right. Thank you.
Why? It's difficult to...
Because they need somebody. You gotta pick.
Okay.
All these girls are with somebody.
Mirad aquí la cantidad de mujeres que hay, es impresionante. Como un escaparate para eso, tener obviamente relaciones con quien entra. Pero es impresionante porque son muy jóvenes, muy guapas.
Where are you going?
Back.
Where do you live?
Well,
Where are you from?
I'm Italian.
Italian.
Yes.
I went to Milan. I've been
You
to
like it?
Greece.
Okay.
I love it.
Listen,
Where are you going?
how much is for a trip?
For us?
Yeah.
You do double? Are you working? Yeah. Are you white? Huh? Are you white?
Am I white?
Are you working?
Am I what? Am I
Madagascar?
working?
American.
I'm American. I'm Irish.
Okay, period.
Where? That's
How many girls work here?
Enough. Listen.
No, we need to go.
Take my number.
maybe my phone.
I'm coming back later, okay? What's your name?
Take my number.
Save your number. Your phone. We need.
Write it down. Like
Okay.
on these papers.
Okay.
Here.
I'm coming back later. I'm looking for you. Okay?
You like that?
Just by, I still take to the police. Just by, I asked her straight up, are you working? Yep.
Of course. I mean, what do you think? She's waiting for the bus. Me acaba de decir que estaba en una habitación con una serial.
I had a client that I dated at least 3 to 4 times a week, every week for a good 2 years. He had told me that he was going through a legal issue. He was fighting a case. He told me he was facing 30 years.
Whoa.
It never registered in my head. 30 years is
That's a long time.
That's a major crime.
Yeah.
He said, I'm coming through Overtown. I'm going all out. I'm spending as much as I can. I'm getting lit. I want to hang with you. We've been hanging out all night, right? I've been getting high. We've been getting high. We did our thing. We laid back, smoked some weed. We chilled. We talked. This is over like a 6-hour period, okay? So now it's getting like the sun's coming up. And I'm like, listen, I've got to go get myself together. I got to take a shower. I got to try to, get some rest, like, before I go back on the clock. I got to be on the clock at 8 o'clock. I got to do count, and I am fucked up. So I get my shirt on and this and that, and I'm like this. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I can't find my tights. I always wear tights, always, right? I'm like, I can't find my pants. Where the are my pants? And I'm like this, and I come up like this, and the head, like the long mirror is in front of me, and I see him behind me, and he comes over my head with my tights, and yeah.
He tried to kill you.
He strangled me, yeah. Until I went out, at least 5 times, and every time that I would lose consciousness, I kept thinking, April, stop fighting, stop fighting, stop fighting, because every time I woke up, it's natural instinct to fight, And every time I fought, he'd do it more and harder. So he's beating, and I'm fighting back. Like I'm fighting. He's beating the shit out of me at this point. And I'm trying to scream, but he has my stretch tights, like a noose around my neck. And he's just pulling it. And it's
Was it strong
out. Oh yeah, big mother. And I kept passing out. So I said, okay, I'm thinking, and I'm thinking fast. I was like, okay, stop fighting. So I acted like I went out, but I wasn't out. So I let my body go limp, and I let all my air out, and I found a little spot on the wall, and I focused on it, and I pissed on myself. I pushed my piss out. So that, because when you die, you lose.
Okay.
You literally, your bowels, you pee, everything. And I had to pee already when I was about to leave. And I was like, okay, I was like, play dead. Okay, I'm about to do this. And I pushed my pee out all over the place. He was like, whoa. And then he looked at me and he moved, and I just let my eyes go with my head. And he's lifting my head up. I let it fall. I played limp, and he's rambling through my shit. And every time I woke up,
He was like, just give me the money. Just give me the fucking money and I'll let you go. And I'm laying in my piss and I'm panicking. I'm like, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. And he's like, bitch, all you had to do is give me the fucking money, you wouldn't be dead. And walked out.
Una historia heavy. He tenido que sentarme en la silla esta de la vergüenza. Porque, sí, porque es una historia larga.
That intense.
That was that intense. So that was the scariest moment of your life.
It was brutal. And when I got up, because of the string and like when you're being like that and you're trying to fight, literally I was biting on my tongue. Like it was that tight that my jaw locked and I almost bit my tongue off. I was bleeding everywhere. My tongue was hanging. I couldn't talk.
Bueno, chicos, lo habéis visto, es una locura. El problema es que ya nos tienen medio identificado porque seguramente no parezco un cliente habitual. Hay coches de alta gama, pero ahora también ha llegado seguridad. Repito, impresionante que hay 10, 15, 20 mujeres muy atractivas, muy jóvenes, vestidas de una manera, obviamente, súper provocante. Quedarnos aquí creo que puede ser un poquito peligroso si nos interesa la diversión de Disney World, pues aquí tenéis otra.
When you're living on the streets, to get into a room like this, for you to catch a date,
Take a shower.
do your business,
Take a shower.
and have a room for the night, you're in paradise because you have a bed to sleep in. You aren't going to get rained on. You're not going to get robbed. You're not going to get bit by a snake or a cockroach flying through the air at you. And you're not, none of that shit. You can get high in peace. You can take a shower. You can watch TV. You can do whatever. You can wake up like a normal person and feel like you're a human being for maybe a couple hours. And that is priceless.
When we were trying to break bread, didn't nobody want it. Now we gotta go. Shit.
Wait, let me
For real though. I mean, we tried to spend money. I asked if anybody wanted to do doubles. Everybody ran like they scared.
You do that?
For how much?
I don't know how much
That's
you want.
what we were asking, but come on, we'll be back. I gotta go pick up my phone. I
Yeah.
lost it and on the island.
How much you want?
Baby,
That's
let's
200.
go.
200?
Yeah.
30 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be back.
Here?
Yeah.
You be here?
Okay.
Right.
You do that?
Shut the fuck up, you can cringe.
I charge more.
Say it again?
I charge more for cover.
How much?
For like what I gotta do.
I don't know, 3? Everything?
I don't do the 3.
Ah, okay.
She can watch me.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. Thank you.
They approached us. Fuck them.
Listen, I'm doing a video. I don't give a fuck about the threesome. I'm filming.
I know you don't.
I'm
but
filming. You know?
I want my testimony out there. I want my story out there. If it helps save one life, if it helps one person not do the things I've done, I'm good with that. It was all for a purpose. If it just saves one person from going the way I've gone. I'm not saying I did some fucking miracle work or some shit, but if somebody sees something that, damn, you know, look at this lady, you know what? She could have done a lot of different shit with her life. She's not stupid. She's not ugly. And look at her. She just threw her shit away.
Está diciendo algo muy interesante porque en realidad es esto, es el propósito de los videos. Yo intento presentarlo de una manera obviamente entretenida, pero el fin es explicar a las personas que estos mundos, tanto de la droga como de la prostitución de la calle, es literalmente un infierno y ella es la prueba viviente de eso. What do you think about like people choose to be prostitutes or they are like?
I think it can go either way,
Put the
but
seatbelt on.
90% of the time, I think more times than not, it is a choice. It is 100% a choice. And if you're not if they're not choosing to do it, there is definitely human trafficking going on. There are people that are trafficking women. There are people that kidnap girls and put them into prostitution. Yes, it happens, but it's not the only thing that happens. It is a very small percentage of the prostitution. Sex is the oldest profession in the world. Prostitution is the oldest profession in the world. It will be the longest standing profession in the world as long as human beings are allowed to make money and provide before AI takes over the world. Prostitution will be. And AI will probably take over the prostitution.
Do you believe in love?
Oh, I've been in love. I'm in love. I absolutely do. I have been through the fucking goddamn most horrendous hell and unbelievably just brutal situations because of being in love and not being able to walk away from the worst thing that I could ever subject myself to, which is an abusive man.
Thank you and good luck.
I wish you lots of luck, lots of love, lots of happiness.
Thank you.
This is not the way to live your life. I'm not saying it's a glorious, lovely, wonderful thing. It's hell on earth. But trust me, those 30 seconds of that warm embrace from God, that's a feeling that is priceless. You can never, like, everybody's trying to figure out how is God, where is God, what is God. Trust me, I feel him hold me in his arms 3 or 4 times a day. And I pay endless amounts of money for it.
Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye. Chao. Bueno, he dejado a April. Qué vidas, chicos. Es demasiado impactante pensar que hay personas que viven eso, que, repito, no son películas, es vida real. Hemos tenido que dejar el hotel porque empezaba a ser todo un poquito raro y yo ya no podía grabar mucho más. Nos han puesto en una habitación muy alejada de las chicas, entonces podía grabar solo cuando salía como a comprar una bebida o hacer alguna pregunta o antes de irnos, pero estar ahí mucho tiempo haciendo preguntas, no sé, era raro. Además había un chico con un coche de alta gama que nos miraba nos seguía con la mirada, supongo que era el dueño, así que para no poner en peligro ni a mí ni a April, he preferido irme. Ha sido un episodio igual súper fuerte, sobre todo para mí, obviamente, que lo he vivido en primera persona. Son ambientes que yo personalmente no recomiendo. En ningún momento te sientes en realidad cómodo, relajado. Siempre tienes que mezclar estas situaciones con algún tipo de sustancia para, creo, desinhibirte. Así que, repito, no es algo que yo personalmente aconsejo absolutamente a nadie. Espero que os haya gustado. Como siempre, nos vemos en el próximo episodio.
I'm the best he ever had. Bad got me out first class. No break, so I'm doing a dash. Is you mad? Cause he on my body so bad. I'm the best he ever had.